and another live stream. This is focusing on my album, 200 Letters, which was actually inspired by, in its entirety, another album, and that one was Hands All Over by Maroon 5. I wrote this album in July, and kind of had it planned out for, what would that be, about 2 months, that I was going to do it, and do this live stream in September, because last Tuesday marked the 10th anniversary of Hands All Over's release, which was Maroon 5's third album, and in my opinion, their best. It was produced by Mutt Lange, who of course also produced for, I believe, AC/DC, but definitely Def Leppard, and a whole bunch of other people. He was married to Shania Twain for a good chunk of time, and then cheated on her with his neighbor, but then I want to say that, like, she married the guy within that couple. It was a weird deal. But very, very good producer. So that's what we'll focus on today. But this, the reason why I like this album so much is because it has this really soulful style to it. Adam said at some point, Adam Levine, that is, we're on a first name basis, but he said that it was influenced by Marvin Gaye and Tupac Shakur, which is a really interesting combo of influences there. But that, I know from my own writing that always makes for a very, very unique experience when you are writing there. And so all of the songs on this album were inspired by songs on Hands All Over, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Now, before we do get started with that, I do want to just point out one thing. I do want to play one song. So yesterday at work, a coworker of mine was saying that if you get, the voicemail on somebody's machine, it's a good idea to not, leave your phone number, because sometimes people's voicemails change, and so you don't want to give away anything about yourself or the student or anything like that, because, numbers change pretty quickly. People change numbers every once in a while, and so that once again set me up perfectly, and I didn't say this out loud, but it set me up perfectly for to reference my own song, and say that I've had the same phone number for 15 years, which is true. Actually, it's not, because now it's 16, but that's all right. So I'm going to start off with this song, because this song was, as best I can tell, inspired by a Maroon 5 song. It was really just one of those things where I had this tune in my head, I couldn't get the chorus out of my head, and so then I just kind of wrote around that. But I want to give a shout out to anybody who's ever told me that they've liked this song, and that includes my friend Chris Ackland, who is producing this. It's kind of on hold now, but it'll come out as soon as possible, because I really like it, and I know y'all do too. So we're going to start off with that, and this is Same Phone Number. Hope you enjoy it. I've had the same phone number for 15 years. I've had the same phone number for 15 years. So don't you dare try to tell me and just disappear. I've had the same phone number for 15 years. I ran into you just the other day. I think it took you by surprise. Swear you had my number somewhere, but couldn't think of it. No matter how hard you tried, you know me for long enough. It should be lodged in your brain. So why you try to tell me that's why you haven't called This is what I have to say. I've had the same phone number for 15 years. I've had the same phone number for 15 years. So don't you dare try to tell me it just disappeared. I've had the same phone number for 15 years. You may have lost my digits, maybe screening my calls, 'cause maybe you just like it when I crawl. I think you just enjoy seeing me in tears. I've had the same phone number for 15 years. Maybe if I change it to your area code like we talked about in the past, you and I would not be lodged in this awful mess. You say it slipped your mind each time you tried to give me a ring, and you know that I'd believe you if it weren't for just one thing. I've had the same phone number for 15 years. I've had the same phone number for 15 years. So don't you dare try to tell me it just disappeared. I've had the same phone number for 15 years. You may have lost my digits, maybe screening my calls, 'cause maybe you just like it when I crawl. I think you just enjoy seeing me in tears. I've had the same phone number for 15 years. For 15 years. All right, and that was same phone number. I appreciate that. I appreciate those of you who are tuning in. My friend Pamela is tuning in, and one of my former students, Daly, is tuning in. I appreciate you for that. Speaking of my friend and former student, Daly, who is tuning in, I have the benefit of connecting with former students on Facebook, and I will tell you some of the relationship memes that she posts are just absolutely hilarious. I appreciate that, one of my high schoolers has the same level of cynicism that I do now. She's years ahead of her time. It scares me a little bit, but that's also a great thing. But anyway, so she, at some point posted something, some sarcastic relationship meme, and her comment on it was just throw the whole guy away. And I just thought that was the funniest thing in the world. And so there's a line in this next song called "This Isn't Over" that uses, actually the bridge uses the word or the phrase "throw the whole guy away" pretty extensively. But this is where we dive into songs that were inspired by songs on Hands All Over, the Maroon 5 song. And this one was inspired by the first track called Misery. So I'm going to play both of those. And This Isn't Over and Misery. It took so long to convince myself it was you. And when I finally did, you found somebody new. Guess my trust issues were not healed by the gods. Now you're with someone else, my feelings put on pause. Though I'm gone, stagger won't throw the white flag. This isn't over yet. The way you're talking, your mind isn't set. We are still a sure bet. You giving me memories I won't forget. You and him aren't set in stone, no, not set in stone. It's you or I'll be all alone, so now I'm all alone. You think it's bad that he is so far from your house. Try 20 hours with the FM's fading out. You compromised and I just cannot contemplate why you would waste your time on good instead of great. Though I'm gone stag, I won't throw the white flag. This isn't over yet. The way you're talking, your mind isn't set. We are still a sure bet. You've given me memories I won't forget. You and him aren't set in stone, no, not set in stone. It's you or I'll be all alone, so now I'm all alone. With the way you're speaking, he ain't what you're seeking. He ain't your forever and I miss the boat. There's something you concede, he isn't who you need. And I am just the one you wanna help you float. So please just throw the whole guy away. There are some things that I didn't say, so please just throw the whole guy away. And you can start a new life today. This isn't over yet. The way you're talking, your mind isn't set. We are still a sure bet. You've given me memories I won't forget. Yeah, you and him aren't set in stone, no, not set in stone. It's you or I'll be all alone, so I'm all alone. You and him aren't set in stone, no, not set in stone. It's you or I'll be all alone, so I'm all alone. So scared of breaking it that you won't let it bend. And I wrote 200 letters I will never send. Sometimes these cuts are so much deeper than they seem. You'd rather cover up, I'd rather let it bleed. So let me be, and I'll set you free, oh yeah. I am in misery. There ain't nobody who can comfort me, oh yeah. Why won't you answer me? The silence is slowly killing me, oh yeah. Girl, you really got me bad, really got me bad. Now I'm gonna get you back, gonna get you back, yeah. Your salty skin and how it mixes it with mine. The way it feels to be completely intertwined. Now that I didn't care, it's that I didn't know. Now what I didn't feel, it's what I didn't show. So let me be, and I'll set you free, oh. I am in misery. There ain't nobody who can comfort me, oh yeah. Why won't you answer me? The silence is slowly killing me, oh yeah. Girl, you really got me bad, really got me bad. Now I'm gonna get you back, I'm gonna get you back, yeah. Say your wind shaking, you may be mistaken. Leave me wide awake and waiting for the sun. I'm desperate and confused, so far away from you. I'm getting there, I don't care where I have to run. Why do you do what you do to me, yeah? Why won't you answer me, yeah? Why why would you do what you do to me, yeah? Why won't you answer me, yeah? I am in misery. There ain't nobody who can comfort me, oh yeah. Why won't you answer me? The silence is slowly killing me, oh yeah. Girl, you really got me bad, really got me bad. Now I'm gonna get you back, I'm gonna get you back, yeah. Girl, you really got me bad, really got me bad. Now I'm gonna get you back, I'm gonna get you back, yeah. All right, and that was Misery. One of my life goals is to see Maroon 5 play in St. Louis and have them play that particular song so that I can hear Adam Levine say I am in misery while he's in Missouri. But that is that. I think he would have to lift his restraining order against me, or at least maybe bring it down to 50 feet instead of 100. I don't know. But that is something we'll work with. So that is Misery. And by the way, there's the line in the first verse that says, "I wrote 200 letters I will never send." That is where the album title and live stream title 200 Letters comes from. So speaking of guys that I'm obsessed with, quick shout out to Joe Miley for watching. I think you might have taken a couple of weeks off, but I appreciate having you back. Live streams aren't the same without your fabulous editorial comments. And I hope all is well with you and your family, and that the school year is going well for you too. So this next song is a song called Halo, and it was inspired by Give a Little More by Maroon 5, which again was a track of Hands All Over, which is celebrating its 10th birthday. Or we're celebrating its 10th birthday today. Technically, it turned 10 on Tuesday, but we're celebrating today. And this is Halo paired with Give a Little More. When I'm with you, I feel the pain evacuate. Now I'm too late, honey. Now I'm too late. I said nothing, and I gotta live with that fact now. I don't know how, but one day we will exchange vows. He was there in April, now he's become stable, and I gotta live with that. But I'm gonna find a way, mark my words, I'm gonna find a way to get you back. I'm not moving on just yet, I'm not moving on. I'm not moving on just yet, I'm not moving on. Cause his halo fell off rather quickly, yeah, his halo fell off rather quickly. If I'd spoken up in December when the snow fell, maybe this would not fit so damn well. He was there in April, now he's become stable, and I gotta live with that. But I'm gonna find a way, mark my words, I'm gonna find a way to get you back. I'm not moving on just yet, I'm not moving on. I'm not moving on just yet, I'm not moving on. Cause his halo fell off rather quickly. Yeah, his halo fell off rather quickly. Yeah, I ain't moving on, 'cause I know you're not where you belong. It's possible I'm wrong, but I think you're not thrilled with the road you're on. I'm not moving on just yet, I'm not moving on. I'm not moving on just yet, I'm not moving on. 'Cause his halo fell off rather quickly. Yeah, his halo fell off rather quickly. Yeah, I'm not moving on just yet, I'm not moving on. I'm not moving on just yet, I'm not moving on. 'Cause his halo fell off rather quickly. Yeah, his halo fell off rather quickly. All right, and that was Halo. And I promised a medley with Give a Little More, so I'm going to do that really quick. Now you've been bad, and it goes on and on and on and on and on, baby. And on and on and on and on. Now you taste best, the poison I've learned to love is gone. I'm all alone, baby, I'm all alone. Yeah, I'm waiting for something, always waiting, feeling nothing, wondering if it'll ever change. Then I give a little more, baby, oh, give a little more, ooh, baby. Yeah, I'm not falling in love just yet, I'm not falling in love, I'm not falling in love just yet, I'm not falling in love till I get a little more from you, baby, oh, give a little more, ooh, baby, ooh. Now you were wrong, but turning me on and on and on and on and on, baby. You make it so hard. Now I'm waiting for something, always waiting, feeling nothing, wonder if it'll ever change. Then I give a little more, baby, oh, give a little more, ooh, baby. Yeah, I'm not falling in love with you, I'm not falling in love, I'm not falling in love with you, I'm not falling in love till I get a little more from you, baby, oh, give a little more, ooh, baby. Yeah, I have no defense, I know you're gonna get me in the end. And I cannot pretend I'm never gonna feel this way again. Hey, I'm not falling in love with you, I'm not falling in love, I'm not falling in love with you, I'm not falling in love till I get a little more, ooh, baby, oh, give a little more, ooh, baby, ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, and that was Halo and Give a Little More. I was gonna do it as a medley, but then I kind of forgot. So that is that. But you know, that's just one of those things. Just a small blip in the high quality, zero mistakes content that you normally expect from Minnesota Mike. So speaking of musicians tuning in. I got Donna Paget Bowers. Thank you so much. Great musician, great promoter of local music. And Richard Wilson is tuning in as well. I appreciate you for that. Richard's got a brand new CD that I believe I have in my mailbox. It was kind of a lazy Saturday and I didn't get a chance to check. But definitely check his stuff out, galaxytracks.com. Right there, and he plays every Wednesday night live in the writing room A really, really cool thing that he does where he talks about records that have influenced him, and he's got a great record collection and writes some great music of his own. So Richard Wilson, be sure to check him out there. And then Donna, if you have any CDs or anything out, or any gigs for that matter, I know things are kind of opening back up. And so just let us know. I know Donna might be the only Memphis musician I know who's in more bands than Graham Winchester. But just a really, really cool set of collaborations that she does as well. And I'm very, very lucky to be in such a talented community. So this next song is a song that was inspired by Stutter by Maroon 5, so I'm going to do that song after I play my own and do it as a medley, if all goes well, if I remember to. But this is a song called Linger, and just kind of to talk about what this album is about. What this album is about is, it's kind of, the idea is that, like, I had feelings for this person and I didn't really express them, and then she moved on with somebody else and whatever. And so then it's one of those things where it's just like, but I still kind of have those feelings. And, you know, I've met the guy, and so it was one of those things where it was like, you know, didn't really seem right for her, and even she, I think, kind of knew that. So it was one of those things where I'm like, wouldn't stick around if I didn't feel like it was worth the fight. And so that's kind of what this song is about. But 200 Letters in general is kind of about the, you know, those 200 letters that you'll never send, but you really want to say those things. And so this is me saying them. And just in general, Maroon 5 does that for me. They kind of project this confidence that I want to have, but actually don't. Slight update before I play this song. Donna is working with Alejandro Paredes, who is an awesome, awesome musician who lives here but is from Venezuela originally. Bilingual singer there. So that's going to be a really, really good collaboration. Aladana, or Aledana, is their collaboration, their band name. And so be on the lookout for that. But this is Linger and Stutter by Maroon 5, the first one by me, not by the Cranberries. You found a man who's gonna fill the void. You don't love him, I ain't just paranoid. You're still on my finger. So now I'm waiting, and that's just fine. One day I know you will again be mine, so I'll linger. In just a matter of days, in just a matter of ways, I'll be there to catch you when you're falling. He gets the job done for now, but you don't want to share vows with someone even mildly appalling. My time is precious, so I hope that you get this. If you weren't worth the fight, I wouldn't linger. Ain't desperation or a matter of pride. You're putting up with him to be a shotgun ride, and you deserve bigger. This is unprecedented territory, but one day I know you will be with me, so I'll linger. In just a matter of days, in just a matter of ways, I'll be there to catch you when you're falling. He gets the job done for now, but you don't want to share vibes with someone even mildly appalling. My time is precious, so I hope that you get this. If you weren't worth the fight, I wouldn't linger. You make repairs and he is there to say he's proud of you, and so am I. But long-term that bridge will burn, and when it does, I will not be shy. In just a matter of days, in just a matter of ways, I'll be there to catch you when you're falling. He gets the job done for now, but you don't want to share vibes with someone even mildly appalling. My time is precious, so I hope that you get this. If you weren't worth the fight, I wouldn't linger. If you weren't worth the fight, I wouldn't linger. This time I really need to do things right. Shivers that you give me keep me freezing all night. You make me shut up. I can't believe it, I'm not myself. Suddenly I'm thinking about no one else. You make me shut up, stutter. You're just a fantasy girl, it's an impossible world. All I want is to be with you always. I gave you everything, press all attention to me. All I want is just you and me always. Give me affection, I need your protection, cause you feel so good, you make me stutter. If I could touch you, I'd never let go. Now you got me screaming and I cannot shut up. Now I'm lying on the bedroom floor, barely even speaking, and I cannot get up. You're just a fantasy girl, it's an impossible world. All I want is to be with you always. I gave you everything, that's all attention to me. All I want is just you and me always. Attention, I need your affection, cause you feel so good. You make me stutter, you make me stutter, stutter. You knock me down, I can't get up. I gotta stop shaking me up. I can't eat, can't sleep, can't breathe, thinking under. I'm sinking under. Oh, you're just a fantasy girl, it's an impossible world. All I want is to be with you always. I gave you everything, press some attention to me. All I want is just you and me always. Give me attention, I need your affection, cause you feel so good. You make me stutter, you make me stutter, you make me stutter. All right, and that was Stutter. Yeah, that is that. That's one of two Maroon 5 songs that so first of all, it's called Stutter, and so when they say the word stutter, they stutter. He stutters over the word stutter, and so that's that. And then in the song Harder to Breathe, they it sounds like it's like people breathing heavily, like. My mom and I got into an argument about that as to whether that was an instrument or whether it was actually them. And I'm still not sure what the correct answer is. But that was that. That was Stutter, and like I said, my original song called Linger. Hope you enjoyed that. So those are a couple more of I mentioned it was a really diverse album, and the third and fourth tracks, Stutter, and this next one called Don't Know Nothing About That. Maybe it might just be called Don't Know Nothing, but anyway, both of those kind of had that, like, a little bit of an 80s feel to it, or maybe just a little bit more of a hard driving 70s Motown soul type song. But then that would kind of come back, that, those heavy beats would kind of come back in their fifth album, appropriately called Five. And the only reason why I think they get away with that is because they're Maroon 5. Other than that, I think that's a lazy thing to do. But anyway, this is that song, Don't Know Nothing About That, and my song called Touch That Dial. And what you just heard was the unsolicited Maroon 5 trivia that you just cannot get anywhere else. I did something for the It Won't Be Soon Before Long for that live stream there. The It Won't Be Soon Before Long birthday party, however you want to think of it. But that was that, and now you get even more Maroon 5 trivia. But there's some connections to this album that I don't have to their other albums, so I will talk about that in a little bit. So this is Don't Touch That Dial, and I hope you enjoy it. I will also pair it with Don't Know Nothing. Yeah, I can't get over you in an instant in the way I have done before. St. Peter screened me at Heaven's Gate, but it's too late, so right now I'm at your door. Don't touch that dial when the station keeps playing our tune. Don't say you're gonna choose him, 'cause I'm coming for you soon. So clear a Saturday in June. I ain't giving up, I'll find a way back to your heart. I'll give you everything you could not, and things you didn't know you needed at all. When the sky comes crashing down, I'll be around and be there to catch you when you fall. Don't touch that dial when the station keeps playing our tune. Don't say you're gonna choose him, 'cause I'm coming for you soon. So clear a Saturday in June. Yeah, I ain't giving up, I'll find a way back to your heart. Call me when your mind gets changed, when you're done playing your games. I ain't giving up on you, so don't give up on me, please. And don't touch that dial when the station keeps playing our tune. Don't say you're gonna choose him, 'cause I'm coming for you soon. So clear a Saturday in June. I ain't giving up, I'll find a way back to your heart. Don't touch that dial when the station keeps playing our tune. Don't say you're gonna choose him, 'cause I'm coming for you soon. So clear a Saturday in June. Yeah, I ain't giving up, I'll find a way back to your heart. Yeah, I'll find a way back to your heart. Living inside my head, pulling my strings, letting me think I'm in control. Giving you all of my heart was a good start, but it turns out you want my soul. I don't know nothing about that. In fact, I don't know nothing at all. I'm tired of proving you right by doing everything so wrong. So tell me what you really want, 'cause I don't wanna be, no, I don't wanna be alone. Ooh. Pushing me over the edge, can't forget the things you said, cut to the bone. Go ahead, take your swing, what did you think? I was just gonna roll over, oh no, oh. I don't know nothing about that, in fact I don't know nothing at all. I'm tired of proving you right by doing everything so wrong. So tell me what you really want, 'cause I don't wanna be, no, I don't wanna be alone. I'm putting myself on the line, I'm tired of wasting my time. There's got to be a reason why she will not answer me. No, I don't know nothing about that. In fact, I don't know nothing at all. I'm tired of proving you right by doing everything so wrong. So tell me what you really want, 'cause I don't wanna be, no, I don't wanna be alone. Don't know nothing. Ooh. All right, and that was Don't Touch That Dial and Don't Know Nothing. And I hope you enjoyed both of those. Shout out to my friend Nico. Appreciate you for tuning in. Yeah, thought I saw you walking in Cordova somewhere the other day, Nico, but that is that. Maybe not. I don't know. It might not have been you. It was kind of hard to tell from far away, but that's that. You know, Joe, it's funny you should mention Love Story, because there actually was a song on here that reminded me of Love Story, just in terms of the chord progression, and I can't remember what it was, but I promise you I will think of it, maybe I won't promise you, but actually no, I take that back. It's going to be with this next one. So give me just a second, and I will I'll pull it up, and that is going to be that. By the way, Joe Miley, speaking of Taylor Swift, next week's live stream is going to be the Pass the Mic 10th anniversary special, and I intentionally released that the week before Taylor Swift released her album, whatever album that was that she released in 2010, and you could probably tell me. But anyway, I intentionally released it so that I would have a week up on the charts, you know, from her. Not that I needed it, but, you know, that was just one of those things. So this next song that I'm going to play is Never Gonna Leave This Bed. And I'm going to play my song first, called Status Quo. Then Never Gonna Leave This Bed, followed by Love Story by Taylor Swift, who, well, actually, I'll talk about that in a little bit. I'll let Joe Miley enjoy the moment. But I do want to talk about Never Gonna Leave This Bed really quick, because I got an advanced look at the track listing, and that's always kind of a double-edged sword for me, because I always like knowing the names of the songs, but then I always kind of judge, like, oh, I bet I know what this song is about. And so when I heard Never Gonna Leave This Bed, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna like that. It's going to be like, overly sexual or whatever. And then my second thought was, I just sang Never Gonna Leave This Bed to the tune of Never Gonna Give You Up, Never Gonna Leave This Bed. And I'm like, maybe that's it. I don't know. But that is that. By the way, Rick Astley will give you any of his Pixar movies, but he's never going to give you up. So just so you know. But anyway, so I thought that, and I'm like, okay, whatever. But then it ended up being one of my favorite songs, maybe Just a Feeling a little bit more, but one of my favorite songs on the record, just with the way that he uses the bed as a metaphor for the relationship. I think that's a really cool thing. So this is Status Quo, Never Gonna Leave This Bed, and also Love Story. So I hope you enjoy all three of them. You break me, yet somehow you take me. You kill the fake me. Yeah, I am hurt, stayed silent. Yeah, I was still defiant. That a love so giant could be crushed with your words, won't bang down. My cynicism is in full force, 'cause the way that we were before ain't destined for the status quo. I have seen a decade of heartache, so this ain't no mistake. Holding on, can't let go. Love all you're doing, and can't be eschewing someone I love for so long, won't back down. My cynicism is in full force, 'cause the way that we were before isn't destined for the status quo. So tell me it will be you forever, we'll make it. If we are together, some things you just know we're not destined for the status quo. Let me see you, I'll never let you go. You are my high when I'm feeling low. I'd give the world to once again see your face. Every time I do, I know it'll be okay. I know you got it, but listen what I say. Won't back down, my cynicism is in full force, 'cause the way that we were before isn't destined for the status quo. So tell me it will be you forever, we'll make it. If we are together, some things you just know we're not destined for the status quo. Let me see you, I'll never let you go. Let me see you, I'll never let you go. Let me see you, I'll never let you go. Let me see you, I'll never let you go. Let me see you, I'll never let you go. Let me see you, I'll never let you go. Let me see you, I'll never let you go. Let me see you, I'll never let you go. You push me, I don't have the strength to resist or control you. So take me now, take me now. You hurt me, but do I deserve it? make me so nervous. Calm me down, wake you up in the middle of the night to say I will never walk away again. I'm never gonna leave this bed. Oh, so calm me up and never leave this place. Perfection of your face slows me down, so fall down. I need you to trust me. Go easy, don't rush me. Help me out, why don't you help me out? Wake you up in the middle of the night to say I will never walk away again. I'm never gonna leave this bed. Oh, so you say no, it isn't working, and I say no, it isn't perfect, so I'll stay instead. I'm never gonna leave this bed. Take me naked, I'll make all that I am. I'd give it all away just to get you back. And fake it, I'll take what I can get. Knocking so loud, can you hear me? Yeah. Try to stay awake, but you can't forget. Wake you up in the middle of the night to say I will never walk away again. I'm never gonna leave this bed. Oh, so you say no, it isn't working, and I say no, it isn't perfect, so I'll stay instead. I'm never gonna leave this bed. Oh, take me naked, I'll make all that I am. Take me naked, I'll make all that I am. Take me naked, I'll make all that I am. Take me naked, I'll make all that I am. Take me naked, I'll make all that I am. Take me naked, I'll make all that I am. Take me naked, I'll make all that I am. Take me naked, I'll make all that I am. We were both young when I first saw you. I closed my eyes and the flashback starts of you in a balcony in summer air. See the lights, see the party, the ball gown. See you make your way through the crowd and say hello. Little did I know. And there you were, Romeo, you were throwing pebbles, and my daddy said stay away from Juliet. And I was crying on the staircase, begging you please don't go. And I said, Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone. I'll be waiting, all you have to do is run around me. You'll be the prince and I'll be the princess. It's a love story, baby, just say yes. So I sneak down to the garden to see you. We keep quiet cause we're dead if they knew. So close your eyes, let's leave this town for a little while. Cause you were Romeo, I was a scarlet letter. And my daddy said stay away from Juliet. But you were everything to me, I was begging you please don't go. And I said, Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone. I'll be waiting, all you have to do is run. And I'll be the princess. It's a love story, baby, just say yes. I got tired of waiting, wondering if you were ever coming around. My faith in you was fading as I met you on the outskirts of town. And I said, Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone. I'll be waiting, all we gotta do is run. You'll be the prince and I'll be the princess. It's a love story, baby, just say yes. Romeo, save me, you're trying to tell me how to feel. Our love is typical, but it's a real. To your dad, go pick out a white dress. It's a love story, baby, just say yes. Baby, just say yes. Alright, and that was the flawless version of Love Story by Taylor Swift by request, with Joe Miley. Really sneaky of him to sneak a Taylor Swift song into a Maroon 5 set. I detest that, but, you know, it's what I signed up for, I suppose. Yeah, so, you know, late great Taylor Swift. Very nice. That song is proof, of course, that she didn't finish Romeo and Juliet, because she didn't die at the end of the music video, which would have made it a little bit more accurate. I'm not saying that's what she should have done, but I'm just saying, you know, that would have made it a little bit more accurate. So there's randomly a line in there where she says, "Good Charlotte, tell me how to feel." I'm fairly certain that Good Charlotte was not around when Shakespeare was. I just want to throw that out there, because she does a pretty consistent job of, like, following the Romeo and Juliet story, and it's somewhat supposed to be a modern twist on it. But, like, at the same time, you're really, like, focused on that thing, and then all of a sudden she says, "Good Charlotte." And it's like, what the hell are you talking about? Why would you do that? That is my take. But Joe Miley requested it. I never promised I wasn't going to make fun of it afterwards, but I did play it. Quick thing, we had a teacher in common, and probably for a while a coworker, but Mr. Pohl was my intro to marketing teacher, and personal finance and international marketing, or no, international business, that's what it was. That was third trimester, but anyway, similar to Joe Miley being a troll there, Mr. Pohl would have these Jeopardy review games, and he would always have a pop culture category filled with questions about either Taylor Swift or Justin Bieber, neither of whom I can stand. And so, you know, anyway, he knew that I cared more about knowing the correct answer than I did, like, I cared more about getting points for my team and winning, I should say, than pretending like I didn't know the answer. So he'd throw him in there, and then when nobody would get him, he'd be like, "Mike, do you know?" And of course I did. So that's that. And we've done some Jeopardy games in my own classroom, and I always have a pop culture trivia thing as well. But none of my students despise Taylor Swift in quite the way that I do. Nobody really does. But that is that. And before that, we had Never Gonna Leave This Bed by Maroon 5, and also Status Quo by yours truly. So, that is that. This next song, I wish I had come up with this song earlier, because through the Memphis Songwriters Association, we have a monthly song prompt, and in, like, gosh, I want to say, like, August or something, we had the word universe, and I wrote a song, and it was, I think, fine, but it was one of those things where, you know, threw it in there, and I'm like, I don't really know. And then I wrote this song, and it had universe, and it was a much better song. So this is a song called You're My World, and it was inspired by I Can't Lie, the 6th track off of Hands All Over, which again is celebrating, or we are celebrating its 10th birthday tonight. It was released on September 15th of 2010, which somehow was 10 years ago, but I don't know, you do the math. So this is You're My World, paired with I Can't Lie. Yeah, I guess I never wanted your feet against the fire. Who would ever want to employ a used art for hire? Does the man you're with make you feel at bliss for all the times to come? Or could it be that though I said nothing, I could be the one? My just will not man. 'Cause I keep thinking about how the next one's gonna end. You're my world understate, you're my universe. I wanna love you till they take me away in a hearse. So I won't let another man call you his own. I'm gonna show you a love that you never know. On paper we don't look the best, and you and him may be the same. I know I never told you how I felt, and I'm to blame. My just will not man. 'Cause I keep thinking about how the next one's gonna end. You're my world understate, you're my universe. I wanna love you till they take me away in a verse. So I will not let another man love you as his own. I'm gonna love you with a love you've never known. I just will not man. 'Cause I keep thinking about how the next one's gonna end. And it kills me to think of us moving on as just friends. You're my world understate, you're my universe. I wanna love you till they take me away in a hearse. So I won't let another man love you as his own. I'm gonna show you a love that you never know. You're my world understate, you're my universe. I wanna love you till they take me away in a hearse. So I won't let another man love you as his own. I'm gonna show you a love that you never know. Yeah, I must have been a fool to love you so hard for so long. So much stronger than before, but so much harder to move on. Now the bitter chill of a winter still blows through me like a plague, only to wake up in an empty bed on a perfect summer day. Oh, my world just feels so cold. And you find yourself walking on the wrong side of the road. Oh yeah, I can't lie, you're on my mind, stuck inside my head. I wanna feel your heartbeat for me instead. Yeah, I just died so much inside. Now that you're not there, I wanna feel your heartbeat like yesterday. Yeah, I never did my best to express how I really felt. And now that I know exactly what I want, you found somebody else. My world just feels so cold, and you find yourself walking on the wrong side of the road. Oh yeah, I can't lie, you're on my mind, stuck inside my head. I wanna feel your heartbeat for me instead. Yeah, I just died so much inside. Now that you're not there, I wanna feel your heartbeat like yesterday. Oh, my world just feels so cold, and you find yourself thinking about the things you could have done, and it moves my soul when you let me know I'm not the only one. I can't lie, you're on my mind, stuck inside my head. I wanna feel your heartbeat for me instead. Yeah, I just died so much inside. Now that you're not there, I wanna feel your heartbeat like yesterday. I can't lie, you're on my mind, stuck inside my head. I wanna feel your heartbeat for me instead. Yeah, I just died so much inside. Now that you're not there, I wanna feel your heartbeat like yesterday. Alright, and that was You're My World, paired with I Can't Lie, the song that inspired it. We are halfway through, hands all over, you will be happy to know. At least the regular standard edition. I'm going to play some bonus tracks off of there too, just so you guys get the full experience. But that is that. I do want to go back really quick to Never Gonna Leave This Bed. So that song is one of probably two major songs. One, the other one was Not Falling Apart off of their second album, It Won't Be Soon Before Long. And then Never Gonna Leave This Bed, the same thing. The second chorus is exactly the same as the first, but they just like add a couple of lines to it. And that's something that I picked up from Maroon 5 in terms of my own songwriting. By the way, their picture is right up there. I need to get a new one because now they have 6 members. They had 7, but then their bass player turned out to be a jackass, and so they fired him. I don't know what they're doing to replace him, but probably getting somebody who doesn't get arrested for drug possession or beat his wife. That's, probably the way to go this next time out. Anyway, that is that. I appreciate my friend Sachi for doing that, for tuning in. She says so much inside. That's right. Nobody would book me either inside or outside, except for Donna and Mark Parcell. That's pretty much it. So I had to create my own gigs, and luckily everyone was doing it. So I'm glad you guys are making time for me on a Saturday night. Yeah, so that is that. So like I said, Maroon 5 has been very influential in terms of my songwriting. Just those little tricks that I've picked up from them. You heard that on same phone number when I was playing that earlier, because I, just added chorus the second time I sang it, and then sang it like that from there on out. So they get a bad rap, but they have done some really good things, and their lyrics are still very relatable, even though they've kind of cut down on the amount that they write per song. I just really relate to them very much. And it was interesting, too, because we had a meeting for the Memphis Songwriters Association, and one of my friends texted me after I played my song, and he said, "Oh, that was really good." he said, I really like that. It was kind of a new sound. And I said, new sound and new level of confidence. And that's kind of what this whole album is about. When I figured out that this was a thing, as a songwriter, my first instinct was, all right, where am I going with this musically? And at first I thought, well, I'll do something like Sophomore Jinx, where it's like, okay, I'm just kind of begging for you to come back. And I'm like, no, I'm going to be confident. And I didn't actually say that, but it was one of those things where it just kind of came out. And the second song that I wrote, which was the one that I played, was a song called When Your Boyfriend Leaves Your Place. And I was like, ooh, well, okay. That escalated quickly, but I like it. So that is that. But we're going to continue, and we are moving on. I appreciate you, Sachi. Absolutely. I'll wait till the coast is clear. And I got plenty of music. My mom didn't want me to say this out loud, but at this point I have about 92 albums worth of material, and this is my 27th live stream. So I still got you covered for another, 63 weeks of music. So, and it'll be 64 in a couple of days, because I'll have some more stuff completed. Yeah, so I got you covered for a good long time. And prior to that, it was, I was going to have to release these as studio albums, and I'm probably, who knows, but I'm probably not going to live to be 110, or at least if I do, I'm not going to be in the mood to be releasing all of those albums and recording and all of that. I can almost guarantee that. So this next song that I'm going to play is a song called Poised for Better. And this was inspired by Hands All Over, which, fun fact, is the only Maroon 5 song, or the only, Hands All Over, I should say, is the only Maroon 5 album that has a title track. And that is this one, Hands All Over. And I'm going to play Poised for Better, which was inspired by this song, Hands All Over. This was the song that I said was inspired by Tupac. But I'm going to play Poised for Better, and then I'm going to play Hands All Over, and I hope you like both. When you're poised for better, then you can give me a call. When you're poised for better, then you can give me a call. When you're poised for better, then you can give me a call. He combats your times, taking a job that used to be mine. He's great, you say, between each excuse. Don't now know why you don't just cut him loose. So Friday night when you leave your date, you know you'll call me, I can hardly wait. When you're poised for better, then give me a call. I'll be your summer breeze every time you fall. When you're poised for better, you can give me a call. Love's what you choose, and someone is worth the lose. The honeymoon phase wore off fast. You and him weren't built to last. Why waste your time on a love untrue and doing things that don't sound like you? Greener pastures are in your sights, and that's much to my heart's delight. He's alright, don't get me wrong, but one day you'll call me up and get where you belong. When you're poised for better, you can give me a call. I'll be your summer breeze every time you fall. When you're poised for better, you can give me a call, yeah. Love's what you choose, and someone is worth the lose. I'll be there by my phone for a time when you feel alone. Maybe he'll be there with you, and I can hear you telling you are through. When your boys feel better, you can give me a call. I'll be your summer breeze every time you fall. When your boys feel better, you can give me a call. Love's what you choose, and someone is worth the lose. When your boys feel better, you can give me a call. I'll be your summer breeze every time you fall. When yours feel better, you can give me a call. Love's what you choose, and someone is worth the lose. Put your hands all over, put your hands all over me. Put your hands all over, put your hands all over me. I can't seem to find the pretty little face I left behind. Wandered out on the open road, looking for a place to call her home. Gave her a place to stay, she got up and ran away. Now you're getting rough, but everybody knows you're not that tough. Now put your hands all over me, please talk to me, tell me everything is gonna be alright. Put your hands all over me, gotta walk with me now. Love is a game, you say, play me and put me away. Now you've lost your mind, the pretty little girl I left behind. Wandered out on the open road, looking for a place to call your home. Now you're getting rough, but everybody knows you're not that tough. Put your hands all over me, please talk to me, tell me everything is gonna be alright. Put your hands all over me, gotta walk with me now. Love is a game, you say, play me and put me away. So come down off your cloud, say it loud, say it proud. Get up in my face, pretty little thing, come make my day. Now put your hands all over me, please talk to me, tell me everything is gonna be alright. Put your hands all over me, gotta walk with me now. Love is a game, you say, play me and put me away. Love is a game, you say, play me and put me away. Alright, and that was Hands All Over by Maroon 5 off of their album of the same name. The only time that I can ever say that when I'm playing a Maroon 5 song, because that's the only title track that they have of their 6 albums that they have released. I want to give a quick shout out to Courtney. She is a former student of mine. Appreciate you. Hope your year's going well. And that you're doing well as well, just personally and academically too. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Cool. So next up, we've got a song called "If I'd Ask for Bliss." If I'd Ask for Bliss, and that was inspired by "How," which is a Maroon 5 song, and the 8th song on Hands All Over, which we are celebrating today. So, this is If I'd Ask for Bliss and How, and I hope you appreciate it. voices in my head, and they kept saying it would not end well. So here we are, now you found someone, but you're not smitten, it ain't hard to tell. I chose with care the love battles I fight, and wouldn't lure you away blindly. But I don't see no one half as good as you. I found a man, that's fine, I understand. You couldn't wait for me to get the courage to say that if you went away, I'd be a mess, so why can't we remain for an eternity? And if I asked for bliss, you wouldn't be with him. I can give you my reasons why I stayed silent, but from here there's nowhere to go, so I'll always be reliant. I choose with care the battles I fight, and wouldn't lure you away blindly. But I don't see no one half as good as you. I hear you found a man, that's fine, I understand. You couldn't wait for me to get the courage to say that if you went away, I'd be a mess, so why can't we remain for an eternity? And if I'd ask for bliss, you wouldn't be with them. You wouldn't be with them. My chances show they're closing, not sure where this is going. All I know is you deserve someone who blows you away each day. So come with me, it'll be again. I choose with care the battles I fight, and wouldn't lure you away blindly. I have been searching for your touch, unlike any touch I've ever known. And I never thought about you much till I'm broken down and I'm alone. Although I don't understand the beating of love, I do not mind if I die trying. Oh, took it for granted when you lifted me up. I'm asking for your help, I am going through hell. Afraid nothing can save me but the sound of your voice. You cut out all the noise, and now that I can see mistakes so clearly, I'd kill if I could get you back. But I can feel it in my guts, what's going on with him now. Don't patronize me with lies, I'm a man, be a woman now. Although I've been bound by the shackles of love, I do not mind if I die tied up. Whoa, took it for granted when you lifted me up. I'm asking for your help, I am going through hell. Afraid nothing can save me but the sound of your voice. You cut out all the noise, and now that I can see mistakes so clearly, I'd kill if I could get you back. But why must we be so ugly? Please do not sting here on me. Why does the one you love me I'm the one who makes you want to cry? Well, why? I mind if I die trying? Alright, and that was How by Maroon 5, and also If I'd Asked for Bliss. I knew there was something that I wanted to say about the previous song, Hands All Over and Poised for Better. There's a line in the chorus that that says, "I'll be your summer breeze every time you fall." First of all, that's a great Seasons pun, but secondly, it is a great Seals and Croft pun as well, and so I hope you guys caught that. I was just talking to my friend Sachi about the Baha'i faith earlier today, which both of the members of Seals and Croft adhered to, and so that was kind of funny timing that I played that right when we were talking about it. But that is that. Cool. And also, I just referenced the song Summer Breeze way more than I should. Good song, though. Don't want to take anything away from that. So, this next song is a song called Don't Hold Out for Less. And this was inspired by Get Back in My Life, which is the 9th track on Hands All Over, which, again, we are celebrating today. Turned 10 this past week. So, hope you guys enjoy it. This is Don't Hold Out for Less, and Get Back in My Life. I hate the distance, but have insistence. We will find a way to bridge the gap. New man's sufficient, but I'm persistent, and one day you'll find your way back. Right now we're on hold, one day he'll grow old. Not buy you in a rocker, and it won't be a shocker when this romance ends with you two as friends. At which point I will be there to be your last forever. Don't know that for less. If I had to guess, I'd give it a year, or maybe 10 months. He doesn't give you the things you deserve, and as long as you're unsure, we might as well have some fun. Your love is plastic stuck onto elastic, but why a pickle when you could be sure? The good short-terming, soon you'll be learning how little you should have to endure. Right now we're on hold, one day he'll grow old. Not buy you in a rocker, and it won't be a shocker when this romance ends with you two as friends. At which point I will be there to be your last forever. Don't hold out for less. If I had to guess, I'd give it a year, or maybe 10 months. He doesn't give you the things you deserve. As long as you are unsure, we might as well have some fun. So come on now, let's get closer. When he's gone, I'll come on over. He won't be forever. Ain't moving on, ain't moving on. But yeah, I ain't moving on, I ain't moving on. Run to me while it's an option. Think of all the things he's blocking, and how much better life will be when he is finally gone. Don't know that for less. If I had to guess, I'd give it a year, or maybe 10 months. He doesn't give you the things you deserve. As long as you are unsure, we might as well have some fun. Don't know that for less. If I had to guess, I'd give it a year, or maybe 10 months. He doesn't give you the things you deserve. As long as you are unsure, might as well have some fun. guess I just don't get this. How many times do I have to try? Your picture perfect, completely worth it, but you knock me down tonight. Your whisper so clear, the world disappears as I fall into the darkness. It's impossible to express how good it feels. I'm wrapped up, I'm sealed, so tight I'll never be free. Yeah, oh, that don't fight the feeling. Get back in my life, come knock on my door. What I'm looking for, I think you should know. You started a fire, put me to the floor. Please don't resist anymore, I'll never leave you alone. You reprimand me, you're so demanding, but I got time, I don't mind at all. Your picture perfect, completely worth it. You got my back against the wall. Your whisper so clear, the world disappears as I fall into the darkness. It's impossible to express how good it feels. I'm wrapped up, I'm sealed, so tight I'll never be free. Yeah, oh, that don't fight the feeling. Get back in my life, come knock on my door. What I'm looking for, I think you should know. You started a fire, put me to the floor. Please don't resist anymore, I'll never leave you alone. And you know how much I missed it, and you know I can't resist it. See my lips and just come running right on back to you, right on back to you. Get back in my life, come knock on my door. What I'm looking for, I think you should know. You started a fire, put me to the floor. Please don't resist anymore, I'll never leave you alone. Oh, can you hear me calling? I'm screaming, scratching, calling. And you know it's because I'm running back to you, running back to you. And you know how much I missed it, and you know I can't resist it. See my lips and just come moving right on back to you, right on back to you. Get back in my life, come knock on my door. What I'm looking for, I think you should know. You started a fire, put me to the floor. Please don't resist anymore, I'll never leave you alone. Get back in my life. Alright, and that was Get Back in My Life by Maroon 5, and also Don't Hold Out for Less, an original song of my own. Yeah, and Sachi, I throw those kind of subtle references in there, just kind of for my own entertainment, so no worries if you didn't catch it. And I had to go back to it, so I barely even caught it, and I wrote the damn song, so that's just one of those things. But I'm glad you liked it, and you were correct. Both of the Seals were fabulous, fabulous songwriters. That is that. I actually have a running joke with my mom because there are a couple of people on NewsHour that go on Fridays. That it's David Brooks and Mark Shields, and so whenever they go on, I refer to them as Shields and Croft, which, by the way, could actually happen if Mark Shields and Steve Croft from 60 Minutes paired up and did a piece together. So I really think that needs to happen. And you know, we'll see what we can do about that. But this next song, I am going to take a quick pause here and tell you guys you might want to grab some tissues. And I might even do the same. So the reason why I say this is because, so just again for context, the album came out in September of 2010, September 15th, and I mentioned this with the Nothing's Gonna Change the Way You Feel About Me Now, that like there's always something special about the first album of an artist that you get excited about. And you know, like you get excited about this release in advance versus like, oh, that's out and I like this band, let me check out one of their records. right? And so for me, that's what Hands All Over was. And I remember my mom driving me to Target after school one day. On the 15th, actually, I was pretty insistent that that we get it the day it comes out. She drove me there, and I got it and all that. And just like wore the damn thing out. And like not really, but I mean, just listened to it pretty nonstop. It was just a fabulous album. And then I let my friend Zach borrow it because he likes Maroon 5 as well. We go back and forth on Maroon 5 references quite a bit. And he borrowed it and lost it somewhere along the way, and was nice. And I mean, it was the right thing to do, but he still, bought me another copy and whatever. And then I just continued my obsession with it. But that was, like I said, 2010. 2011, some relationship drama went down. I won't dive into details, but some relationship drama went down. And actually it was on like the 22nd of September. So like a year and a week after the album was released. And so, I had plenty of time to listen to it, plenty of time to know that like Just a Feeling was coming up. But I was listening to Maroon 5 that weekend to, kind of help myself feel better and, all of that. So I listened to the first 9 tracks, and they're just like, they're breakup songs, but they're like pretty hard driving. Like, yeah, I'm better off, without you and whatever. So they're like those kinds of songs. Then track 10 comes on, and like I said, I knew that it was coming, but it just hit me so hard, this song, and I was like, oh, and so it just made me all kinds of emotional, and ever since then, this is kind of one of my go-to sad songs, is Just a Feeling. So I tried after that to write my own songs, didn't really work out, and I've only had success twice, writing my own songs that were inspired by Just a Feeling. And so, this is one. I think the other one's better, to be perfectly honest, but this is a song called Silent, and it was inspired by, Just a Feeling by Maroon 5. So I'm going to play that. And then I'm going to talk about Just a Feeling afterwards. But this is kind of fits the theme of like staying silent, but then kind of explores why maybe both of us were staying silent. So this is Silent, and I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, I stayed on mute 'cause absolutes come back to bite. You found someone, began to run, but I want time to fight. It ain't that easy when it's clear you are the one. How is my sky supposed to live without the sun? Tossed from love, lost in an instant. Room to grow, new blows from the distance. Now I'm on the outside as resistance, as resistance, as resistance. Oh, you know that this isn't over. As soon as I grow older, you're all I wanna see. But I stayed silent, I stayed silent, I stayed silent, here we are. I stayed silent, 'cause I didn't want more scars. I stayed silent, now my used heart is still for sale. Let's say your man does stuff unplanned you cannot take. I'll be to you in no time, even if I blow my brakes. Tossed from love, lost in an instant. Room to grow, new blows from the distance. Now I'm on the outside as resistance, as resistance, as resistance. Hope you know know that us isn't over. As I start to grow older, you're all I wanna see. But I stayed silent, I stayed silent, I stayed silent, here we are. I stayed silent, I stayed silent, 'cause I didn't want more scars. I stayed silent, I stayed silent, I stayed silent. Now my used heart is still for sale, a ton to prove, a ton to lose. Why does it always seem to end this way? Do I still cross your mind? Do you want to go back to find a spark to let our true love shine? Why are you silent? Are you silent? Are you silent? Here we are. Are you silent, too afraid to show me your scars? Are you silent? Are you silent? Are you silent? Now is your used heart still for sale? Why is your used heart for sale? I watched you cry, bathed in sunlight by the bathroom door. You said you wish you did not love me anymore. You left your flowers in the backseat of my car. The things we said and did have left permanent scars. Obsessed, depressed at the same time. I can't even walk in a straight line. I've been lying in the dark, no sunshine, no sunshine, no sunshine. She cries, this is more than goodbye. When I look into your eyes, you're not even there, yeah, yeah. It's just a feeling, just a feeling, just a feeling that I have. Just a feeling, just a feeling, just a feeling that I have. Just a feeling, just a feeling, just a feeling that I have. And I can't believe that it's over. You hit your low, you've lost control, you want me back. You may not believe me, but I gave you all I had. Undress, confess that you're still mine. I roll around in a bed full of tears, and I'm still lying in the dark. No sunshine, no sunshine, no sunshine. She cries, this is more than goodbye. When I look into your eyes, you're not even there, yeah, yeah. It's just a feeling, just a feeling, just a feeling that I have. Just a feeling, just a feeling, just a feeling that I have. Just a feeling, just a feeling, just a feeling that I have. And I can't believe that it's over. So much to say, it's not the way she does her hair. It's the way she seems to stare right through my eyes. Oh, oh, oh. And in my darkest day, when she refused to run away, the love she tried so hard to say. It's just a feeling, just a feeling, just a feeling that I have. Just a feeling, just a feeling, just a feeling that I have. Just a feeling, just a feeling, just a feeling that I have. And I can't believe that it's over. No, I can't believe that it's over. No, I can't believe that it's over. All right. And that was Just a Feeling by Maroon 5, and also my song called Silent. Hope you're enjoying this. Hope you didn't cry too much with that song. That's just kind of one of those things. Very emotional song. But I was talking to somebody yesterday about how just basically what music means to me, and that this particular album is, the Maroon 5 album is a very emotional one for me, especially the last 3 tracks. And that's for the reasons that I talked about earlier, but, they're such relatable songs that you kind of take yourself into that place, even if you don't want to, but then most of them, make you happy and kind of make you be like, all right, this is great. So that is that. Before I continue, I do want to give a shout out to Mr. Wysocki. He was my, creative communications teacher in high school, and taught my brother in video production, I believe, as well. Just a great, great guy, great teacher. Those two things go hand in hand. That is that. So I appreciate you tuning in, Mr. Y. And we will continue. So this next song was inspired by Runaway, so I'm going to play that as well. This is Whatever I Have to Prove, and and then Runaway as well. Tell me what's my role in your world? How can I live with the truth finally unfurled? I wish that I could read your mind and know what you want for the end of time, but this curve threw me out on a world. I lay awake thinking of what was said, and the magic words I left in my head. The words are lying there on the page, but I can't find the guts to say I love you till the day I am dead. Am I too late to the dance? I'd be more vocal if you would just give me a chance. You probably waited patiently for me to make my move, but I love you and show whatever I have to prove. Tell me how this is supposed to go. If you love me, how was I supposed to know? And I guess that you could say the same, and that I guess I'm to blame. I love you, now I'm letting you go, and I'm not afraid to show. Am I too late to the dance? I'd be more vocal if you would just give me a chance. You probably waited patiently for me to make my move. I love you and will show whatever I have to prove. I still love you and don't have to try. I couldn't say nothing, I dread goodbye. You are my everything, love all the joy you bring. Your bombshell caused a sting, don't take his diamond ring. Am I too late to the dance? I'd be more vocal if you would just give me a chance. You probably waited patiently for me to make my move. I love you and will show whatever I have to prove. Am I too late to the dance? I'd be more vocal if you would just give me a chance. You probably waited patiently for me to make my move. I love you and will show whatever I have to prove. What am I supposed to do with this time? It tears so many holes, I stay afloat, but I feel out of control. I'm so petrified. I'm petrified. Oh, what am I supposed to do to get by? Did I lose everything I need to survive? Cause at 4 a.m. when the sweat sets in, did you get my message? Did it send? Or did you get along with your life? I've taken time to think and I don't think it's best for us to turn around and say goodbye. I have this feeling when I finally found the words to say, but I can't tell you if you turn around and run away, run away. What am I supposed to do with these clothes? It's my twisted way of keeping you close. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause at 4 a.m. when the sweat sets in, did you get my message? Did it send? Or do you just get on your own? I've taken time to think and I don't think it's best for us to turn around and say goodbye. I have this feeling when I finally found the words to say, but I can't tell you if you turn around and run away, run away. And it breaks me down when I see your face. You look so different, but you feel the same. I do not understand, I cannot comprehend the chills your body sends. Why did it have to end? I've taken time to think and I don't think it's best for us to turn around and say goodbye. I have this feeling when I finally found the words to say, but I can't tell you if you turn around and run away, run away. Run away, but I can't tell you if you run away, run away. Run away, but I can't tell you if you run away, run away. Run away. Alright, and that was Whatever I Have to Prove and Runaway. I'm not entirely sure who that is, but somebody's saying, wow, you sing so well, congratulations. You are a good liar, but I appreciate you thinking that. And I hope you genuinely do. Thank you so much. Appreciate you very much. I'm trying to read. Nah. I'm not entirely sure who that is, but if I know you and you know me, then please identify yourself, because I would love to chat a little bit more. But this next song is a song called "All I Can't Leave Behind," and the title was kind of sort of taken from the U2 album called "All That You Can't Leave Behind." But the song was inspired by Out of Goodbyes, which is the last track on Hands All Over, which again, we're celebrating today. It was released 10 years ago on Tuesday. And so we were celebrating that because it is just a fabulous, fabulous album. And I'm going to talk about people's dislike for it and why that's unfair in just a second. But this is a song called "All I Can't Leave Behind," and it was inspired by Out of Goodbyes. Out of Goodbyes was a duet, or is a duet with, at the time, Lady Antebellum, and that's that. And obviously Maroon 5 on the other end. Of course, I'm not going to be singing it with any of the members that sang it originally, because Adam Levine won't return my phone calls, number one, and number two, Lady A is actually at a White Lives Matter rally tonight, and so they couldn't make it either. But I'll just sing it on my own, and this is All I Can't Leave Behind, and also Out of Goodbyes, and I hope you like both of them. Didn't ask for this falling, I walked into a love so pure. Now I'm sure you're the one, but blocks in the road, standing our way. But if I go, I'll miss out on what I deserve. Maybe this misstep was fated for us to be reacquainted one day, 'cause it was always you anyway. If I had 100 lifetimes, in every one I choose you to be mine. You're all I can't leave behind. Be all you can, my boomerang, but don't forget the song we sang when we took over Maine. I'm a wet match in an arcade, but when you're with me, I feel safe, and I love that change. Maybe this misstep was fated for us to be reacquainted one day, 'cause it was always you anyway. If I had 100 lifetimes, in every one I choose you to be mine. You're all I can leave behind. Yeah, maybe this misstep was fated for us to be reacquainted one day, 'cause it was always you anyway. If I had 100 lifetimes, in every one I choose you to be mine. You're all I can leave behind. Tell me actions speak louder, but there's something about her words that hurts. Closing up, it's so late, and I'm the last one still waiting for you to lock the door. On our way home, I realize there's some kind of storm brewing in her eyes, only veiled by a thin disguise. Now that I've done my time, I need to move on, and I need you to try, 'cause we're out of goodbyes. Never asked you to change, but sadly you don't feel the same about me. I wonder, does your man still shudder when you touch his hand? this man. Yeah, on our way home I realized there's some kind of storm brewing in your eyes, only veiled by a thin disguise. Now that I've done my time, I need to move on and I need you to try. 'Cause we're out of goodbyes, we're out of goodbyes, yeah, out of goodbyes, yeah. Alright, and that was All I Can't Leave Behind and Out of Goodbyes. One other thing that I really like about Maroon 5, so I'm a sucker for, unlike the Jonas Brothers, not for you, but for a good concept album. And that is one really good thing about Maroon 5, is that it might not always be a concept album, but they always know how to structure their albums. They always have a really good lead track and a good closing track that kind of slows things down and brings it to a close, and it all fits with whatever the sound of that particular album is. So that's a really, really cool thing, and that's one fine example of that. One other one I know I played, this was a couple months ago, but I played a song called Closure, and that closes out their most recent album, appropriately enough. So that's a really, really fabulous song, but they're just incredible. Now, this next bit, or these next couple of songs, I should say, are songs that are on the bonus edition, of Hands All Over. And I do just want to point this out really quick, that yes, I did this intentionally, but I was talking to somebody recently, and he's like, oh, I hate Hands All Over. That's the one with Moves Like Jagger on it, isn't it? And yes, it is. But it's the deluxe of the deluxe. So it was like they released the deluxe edition, and then they re-released it, and that's where the horribleness that Moves Like Jagger came into play. So that was that, and I am going to play literally every other bonus track on that particular album, except for Moves Like Jagger. The only other exceptions, they have an acoustic version of Misery and an acoustic version of Never Gonna Leave This Bed, but since I already played those acoustic, there's no need to play them again. So I'm going to play a couple more songs, and that is that. So I'm gonna get these lyrics pulled up really quick. So this next song, first of all, Misery was the first track and the first song that was released off of the record, and I heard Misery. And I heard it on the radio when I was talking about my friend Zach Schreier. We were going to White Bear Lake for a football game, which I think we ended up winning. At least we can beat them in one sport. Anyway, so we heard Misery on the radio. And shortly after that, or maybe before that, I had heard this song called Last Chance. And so when they said, like, oh, this is Misery on the radio, I was like, no, it's not. What are you talking about? Because I thought that this song was Misery, even though Misery was nowhere in the title, or in the lyrics, I should say. But anyway, this is Last Chance, and is one of my favorite songs, and I hope you enjoy it. This is Last Chance. I'm sure that he could give you everything. Stability and diamond rings are the things I do not have. I understand you can't handle that. But for everything that I lack. And provide something you almost had, and flesh that you yearn to grab. Pit of your stomach, you're still so sad. So what you gonna do? I'm in love with you. Don't you wanna dance? This may be the last chance that I get to love you. Out of sight, not out of mind. You want the world, I'll give you mine. 'Cause you're the girl I'll never find, and I'm the boy you left behind. I know you think you're satisfied, and God knows how hard we try. But if you showed up at my door, I could give you so much more. What you gonna do? I'm in love with you. Don't you wanna dance? This may be the last chance that I get to love you. Ooh, what am I gonna do? I don't like to lose. You're not making sense. This may be the last chance that you get to love me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, you should. Oh, you shouldn't make it easy to get myself to safety. You tell me that I'm crazy, but you're the one who makes me this way. You call me so impulsive, but that's what makes us so explosive. So as I run these photographs, I wonder if you kept the ones you have. Keep them lined up somewhere safe, 'cause it's the last time that you'll see my face. Ooh, what you gonna do? I don't like to lose. You're not making sense. This may be the last chance that I get to love you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, what you gonna do? I don't like to lose. Why don't you wanna dance? 'Cause this may be the last chance that I get to love you. Ooh, this may be the last chance that you get to love me. Ooh, this may be the last chance that I get to love you. All right, and that was Last Chance by Maroon 5. Again, the first track off of the deluxe edition of Hands All Over. At least if you count new tracks, the other ones or whatever, and then those are bonus tracks, so however you want to classify that. But that is that. So as you guys know, as you can tell from this particular album called 200 Letters, which was taken from A Line in Misery, I really like naming my albums after song titles, or not song titles, but lines in songs. Sometimes they're song titles too. But there's 200 Letters. There is this particular one, Last Chance. I have an album that's called As I Burn These Photographs, and kind of talking about starting over and all of that. And then there is one more that I'm actually going to play in a second here, and this is the song No Curtain Call. And for those of you who don't know, I have an album out called No Curtain Call. You can find it on Spotify and iTunes or whatever streaming platform you prefer to use. But I have an album called No Curtain Call, and I was trying to, so originally No Curtain Call was supposed to be a double album, but then I thought, no, these are good enough songs, I can, have them be on their own. But I was going to make a joke about how this was the first album, and then I called it No Curtain Call, and then there was another album that was coming right after it. But I realized afterwards that it kind of fit the theme of this person isn't coming back, at least in the same form that he once knew him and once talked to him in. And so that's where I got the idea, and I got the name No Curtain Call from this Maroon 5 song. And this is actually the name of the song, but it's also a line in the song too, so that's kind of a 2 for 1. But this is No Curtain Call, and I hope you enjoy it. You say you need someone, but everybody does. I am no different than you. I just believe what I do. You point the finger at everyone but yourself, and blame the ones that you love who are only trying to help. I'm just winding down to zero. I am your unlikely hero. I'll see this through. There's so much me in you. Take these demons on forever. Find these enemies together. Forever, forever. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I won't stop until it's done. No curtain call. I will not fall. This may be the one we've been waiting for. No curtain call. Just take it off. I have no time for fear or people in my ear. Head down and running so fast. Try not to dwell on the past. I'm fighting through the pain and things I cannot change. Running right into the flame rather than running away. I'm just winding down to zero. I am your unlikely hero. I'll see this through. There's so much me in you. Take this enemy together. Fight these demons all forever. Forever, forever, forever. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I won't stop until it's done. No curtain call. Just take it off. This may be the one we've been waiting for. No curtain call. Just take it off. Sweat drips down from every angle of your body as it gathers in a pool by your feet. Turn up the heat, tossing and turning. You cannot sleep. Quietly weep. You're in too deep. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I won't stop until it's done. No curtain call. I will not fall. This may be the one you've been waiting for. No curtain call. Just take it off. Alright, and that was No Curtain Call. Sachi, I'm with you. Such a great name. I'm glad they came up with it so that I could steal it from my album title. Can't copyright a title. That's definitely a good thing. Alright. So, this next one is a song called The Air That I Breathe. And it's funny because I was doing a lyric search for this, and like, you know, because I knew I would recognize it once I saw it, but I saw the lyrics and like, oh, I can't think of the tune of that. Why is that? And then I looked, and apparently the Hollies have a song called The Air That I Breathe too that's completely different. Not what I was looking for, so that's why that confused me, but I'll have to take a listen to that song too. So this is The Air That I Breathe, and I hope you enjoy it. People never change, they always seem to stay the same. They wear different clothes, but play the same games. Men many different ways to say the same thing, searching for the right words, the ones that would make you stay, exchanging the way things were for the way they should be, yeah. And choosing these words is saying to her the things that she never but always deserved. I figured out what it was all about. It's you that I could never live without. You're everything, the air that I breathe. It's stupid not to know it all along, and everything I ever did was wrong. Sadly, it's too late, oh sorry. Though I'm not really even sure who made this mess and who threw what punch, I could not care less. And all I know is that I'm here and you are not. Oh, once I put this wasted pride aside, nothing's all I got. Oh, exchanging the way things were for the way that they should be, yeah. And choosing these words is saying to her the things that she never heard but always deserved. I figured out what it was all about. It's you that I could never live without. You're everything, the air that I breathe. It's stupid not to know it all along, and everything I ever did was wrong. Sadly, it's too late, oh sorry. Oh, somebody make it stop, yeah, and pick me up and dust me off. Oh, the rainy day flood will drown out all this love. Trapped at the bottom now, please dig me up. I figured out what it was all about. It's you that I could never live without. You're everything, the air that I breathe. It's stupid not to know it all along, and everything I ever did was wrong. Sadly, it's too late, oh sorry. All right, and that was The Air That I Breathe by Maroon 5. So I just have two more songs for you. We are going a little bit longer tonight. I guess I get carried away when I'm playing Maroon 5 and talking about how much they mean to me and Adam Levine and all of that good stuff. But there were a couple of, by the way, I found all of these covers like well after this album was released. And when I needed some new songs to be obsessed with, and I just happened to find this one, and there were two covers. They usually do some covers on the bonus edition, and this one was If I Ain't Got You by Alicia Keys. So I am going to play that song really quick, and then I got one more for you after that. Some people live for the fortune. Some people live just for the fame. Some people live for the power, yeah, 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 yeah. Some people live just to play the game. Some people think that the physical things define what's within. I've seen them before, and life is a more so full of the superficial. Some people want it all. I don't want nothing at all if it ain't you, babe. If I ain't got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, some just want everything, but everything means nothing if I ain't got you. Some people search for a fountain. Their promise is forever young. Some people need 3 dozen roses, and that's the only way to prove that you love them. You hand me a world on a silver platter, and what good would it be? Oh, with no one to share, with no one who truly cares for me. Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all if it ain't you, babe. If I ain't got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, some just want everything, but everything means nothing if I ain't got you. Some people want it all. I don't want nothing at all if it ain't you, babe. If I ain't got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, some just want everything, but everything means nothing if I ain't got you. All right, and that was If I Ain't Got You, originally by Alicia Keys, covered by Maroon 5, and then covered by me. Because Adam Levine showed that it was okay for a white dude to do it, but not many people can pull that off. Maybe myself included. Speaking of white people ripping off Alicia Keys, Shawn Mendes, man, he released a song about a year ago, and literally the whole song is, or the whole chorus, I should say, is based around the line, everything means nothing if I can't have you. And that just, like, the first time I heard it, I was like, wait a minute, no. Like, yeah, no, that just a lot of no there. So that kind of pisses me off to this day. But that's just one of those things. Who knows? Maybe he'll get sued if we're lucky. But anyway, I just have one more song for you, mercifully for y'all, because I've been going for actually about 2.5 hours now. But this is the last bonus track, not counting Moves Like Jagger. I'm not going to put you guys through that because you've had it rough enough listening to me for 2.5 hours. I appreciate those of you who have tuned in for the whole thing, or even just for a little bit. This is another cover, but this is a Crazy Little Thing Called Love by Queen. This thing called love, I just can't handle it. This thing called love, I must get around to it. I ain't ready. Crazy little thing called love. This thing I love, it cries like a baby in the cradle of night. It swings, woo, it jives, woo, and shakes all over like a jellyfish. I kinda like it, crazy little thing I love. There goes my baby, she knows how to rock and roll, she drives me crazy. She gave me high, don't leave me in a go-go sweat. Gotta be cool, relax, get it, get on my tracks, take a backseat, hitchhike, and take a long ride on my motorbike until I'm ready. Crazy little thing called love. There goes my baby. She knows how to rock and roll. She drives me crazy. She gave me hot cold fever, leave me in a cocoa sweat. Gotta get in, relax, get it, get on my tracks, take a backseat, hitchhike, and take a long ride on my motorbike until I'm ready, ready, ready. Crazy little thing called love. Crazy little thing called love. Crazy little thing called love. All right, and that was Crazy Little Thing Called Love by Queen. I believe that was from 1977, off of their jazz album, which sounds funny. Wasn't completely jazz, but it was a really strange album. But that was one of the great songs off of that. So that was the 200 Letters live stream. We're going to be going back into my back pages, and now that I'm younger than that now, we will be diving in next week to the 10th anniversary Pass the Mic album release. It wasn't when I put it on iTunes, but it was when I finished it and made it available for all my friends and family and all of that. That was 10 years ago. And I hope you can tune in for that. It's going to be pretty special. And thank you so much. Be sure to stay safe. Hang in, literally, stay inside. Wear a mask if you got to go out, and stay healthy. Thank you so much.